Hey everybody, we're going to be getting into the beehives this afternoon. I have my bee syrup that I made earlier today, and I'm just going to be filling up the jars that we have to feed our bees. So, yeah, I'm just going to get in here. So, my gloves on, because last time I came in here without gloves and I got stung on the hand. So, this is my first year as being a beekeeper, and we got some honey this year. But now, you know, it's getting cooler, fall, nothing's blooming, so we're having to feed our ladies and drones, which are boys, and all that stuff. So, we get in here. Hello, hello, hello. Little bees. Got my hive tool. I didn't even bring my smoker down because I'm really not going to be getting into them. Really top this one off because it really doesn't need it very much, which I'm kind of surprised because maybe they've been getting some goldenrod or something. I don't know. Obviously they've been getting something. So take this one off. There's some little bees on it. So what I do is I have these little mason jars, and I have the queen excluder down inside. I'll show you in just a minute. But I drilled some holes. The smallest basically drill bit you can get. I drilled some holes into the top of this. I don't know if you can see. It's hard with bee gloves on. Drill some holes into the top and put the syrup in there, and we flip it over and we put it on top of the queen excluder, and that's what feeds them. It will feed them until we get really, really cold. And then we have to change it to like a bee kind of cake. It's a mixture of sugar, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And I'll do a video on how to do that, but we can't use the sugar syrup anymore because it will freeze. So, yeah, I'm going to top these off because this one's actually looking pretty good for right now. I'll check the other ones too. So, just top it off. Actually, the bees have gotten off of this one, which is, oh, there's one on there. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you mad. Okay. There's another one. I didn't mean to make you mad. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. You fly off. You fly off, little girl. Okay. So I just take this off. Pop off the lid. And I'm gonna just put this in here. And I usually put about 3 or 4 of these jars in each time. I've been doing 3 and it's been doing pretty well. So put that back on. All I do is come here and just hold you different. Come over here, take it in there, flip it over, just pop it on top, and they're happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones. And let's see what's good. I'm going to check my hive probably every 10 days or so. Just to make sure food's stocked. And I'm getting in there actually tomorrow I have a beekeeping mentor that I did the Beekeeping Association's class this past year on beekeeping. It was just kind of an introduction class, and they assigned you a mentor. My mentor's name is Jim, and he's awesome. He's been beekeeping forever, and he's super sweet, super informative, and I couldn't have done this year without Jim. So huge shout out to him. Alright, that should be good for right now. The other jar in there is pretty full. So put my screen top back on. we'll check the other one. Let's go over here. See how this one's doing. They've eaten a lot more. Every hive's different, like they say. So, one thing I love about bees is you can't really be fast when you're working with bees. I was telling Jim this the other day, like it's really taught me how to kind of slow down. Usually everything's such a rush and I'm trying to rush and, you know, just life and kids and everything, and beekeeping has really taught me how to just slow down. It's very, I guess, meditative, or yeah, something like that. Slowing down and being present in the moment, and most of that is just not to sound too like philosophical, but most of that is because you have to, because if you don't, you're gonna make them mad, and then they're gonna sting you. So yeah, see, that one was kind of low, so I'll top that one off with our syrup, which, where did I put it? Oh, yes, over here. Together. Anybody ever has thought about beekeeping, I definitely recommend it, because it's probably one of my favorite things to do here on the farm. I never thought it would be. It was very intimidating to me at first, just because it's a lot. It's a lot of information. Bees they're very, very fascinating, and just very, you know, how they work, and just, I mean, just so much cool stuff. If you ever read a book on it, like, it's just amazing. God's creatures, and you know, it's just amazing. They're one of God's amazing creatures. And we need bees. They're so important to our environment. We wouldn't have half the produce that we have, or food that we have in the grocery store, if it wasn't for bees. And so if you're thinking about becoming a beekeeper or doing that, it's amazing. It's amazing. You just have a whole new outlook on just things, like on, you know, when you go to the grocery store, you're like, oh, like, you know, this wouldn't be here if we didn't have bees, and you think of stuff like that like you wouldn't before, but after you do this, you think about it. They're essential, and I would hate to see them go away. I don't know, beekeeping has become so popular, though. I don't think we're gonna let that happen. So, some more syrup in there. And there's my ramble. Sorry, I'm really bad with words. I always have been, and trying to like explain things. I'm doing the best I can. But hopefully you guys got the gist. Alright. It's good for now. Wrong way. Do that upside down. Put our lid back on, and then we're going to check our last hive. Flip you around. This is my third hive, which I actually caught a swarm this year. And this is the third hive that we got from the swarm. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I'm feeding it like crazy because I'm not sure if it's going to make it through the winter. It's kind of a weak hive. I don't know what happened. It's hard to know exactly, but I was diligent with my like mite treatments and things like that, and I don't know, I got in here one day, it just didn't seem to be doing as well. I mean, it could be a variety of things. Had a bad queen, maybe some pesticides some of them got into. But yeah, there were a ton of like dead bees in here, and I don't understand what that happened. I'm gonna ask Jim about that tomorrow, so I'll have some more information on that to give you guys. They're drinking. So this is, I found I really like this way of feeding the bees. A lot of people will use a Ziploc bag and they'll put the sugar syrup in it and then slit like little holes in it and stuff, and that's another good way to feed. It's all about what you prefer. I like this way at the end of the season for, oh, not season, but when I need to stop feeding in the spring, you know, late spring, I'll sterilize all these and wash them out and reuse them for the next year. So I think they're good for now. I think I need to do much more. I'll leave you guys alone. All right, so that's us feeding our bees here at Ferguson Farm. If you like what you saw today, give us a like or subscribe to our channel. We're really trying to get this thing going so we can show you guys kind of how we live and what we do here in our small little homestead, and hope you like it. Have a good day. Bye.